straight up out a movie. Love the way you move me. Baby's got a voice and when she talks it feels so soothing. Angel from above, got me falling so in love. And I'm waiting for the crash. I hate this so much. Can we just not write a song about a girl? I've been getting burnt out on every single verse about her waistline and those curves and daddy's money and her bank account. It all sounds the same thing, my day just went to waste. I write about a girl that's fake just to get paid. I'm so sick and tired of love songs, rather die and spend another night writing one more song about a girl that don't exist. I read hell up internet and I can't pay the rent. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. I think I'ma take a boys' night, get high, drink and set the moonlight. I bet 100 on the money line, thrill seeking for the weekend. I bought a first class ticket, leave town, I don't think I'll miss it. Cash out, then I'll blow my winnings on and on and on again. Vicious cycle, I know how this ends. I'm so sick and tired of love songs, rather die and spend another night writing one more song about a girl that don't exist. I read hell up internet and I can't pay the rent. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. I'm so sick and tired of love songs, rather die and spend another night writing one more song about a girl that don't exist. I read hell up internet and I can't pay the rent. Guess I'll write a song about a girl. Give it away while you were barely alive and you learned that day. Cut off so much, sorry remain while you knew that there was still a way. Cry again and try anyway, well you got 'em back but then you had to pay. Stand up, push out still to this day, while you knew that there was still a way. This is your only plan, oh now this is your only. Now this is your only plan, oh now this is yours. That's fine. It's all you've ever known, a single state of mind. But you won't ever let it go. When you had the answer, when you were there alone, you left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. Give it up, give it away while you were barely aware. You learned that day. Cut off so much, hardly remain while you knew that there was still a way. This is your only plan, oh now this is your only. Now this is your only plan, oh now this is yours. And you're right, you force it to yield, you forge it to the lines. You let your callous be your shield and everyone will say that it all was finished years ago, but you will stay. And you won't ever let it go. When you had the answer and you were there alone, you left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. Then again, you found
All right, chat. How are you doing this fine morning? I'm your host, Nerdy John, the host of the Nerdiest radio show on YouTube, the most underrated show in commentary. Joining me like always, it's the one, the only, Squatch, and how you doing?
I'm doing kind of okay. I had chocolate for breakfast. I don't know what's wrong with me, John. Good morning,
Ooh,
chat.
I don't know, chocolate sounds kind of dope. Was it
I
Cocoa
make
Puffs?
it was a Toblerone. Well, not
Oh,
a full one, but a segment of my Toblerone from Christmas.
so we're talking
We
like
make
full on
good
chocolate,
life
okay.
choice. Oh yeah, we're talking straight up fucking chocolate bar and nougaty goodness. Part of a balanced breakfast. See, when Peepaw is away, I make poor life choices.
And Squatchin', so let's talk about something that happened last night.
I passed out at like 6 o'clock. I don't know what fucking happened.
Oh, really? So there weren't talks of unionizing in the nerdy crew?
I was sleep tweeting again. Shit, that could be dangerous.
All right, listen here, folks. Okay, I don't stand for this communism bull crap. Okay, there's no union under me. Okay.
Oh no, we're unionizing. Either that or it's a mutiny, and I'm taking over the show.
We'll see about that.
It's 3 against 1. Ghost Shark is my enforcer.
Your enforcer's hardly ever there.
Oh, he's always watching.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Watching me. Good morning, K-Hack. See?
Good morning,
K-Hack is also always watching. We're unionizing, aren't we, hun?
No, there's no
Iron
mutiny.
Duck agrees mutiny. +1 for Iron Duck. Let's fucking go. Good morning, King.
So, Squatchin'.
Exactly, Pidgey. Communism? No, it's Squatchinism.
Goddamn Canadians.
I'm taking over, John. You can't stop it.
So, Squatchin', after the show yesterday, I saw that Coffeezilla released a brand new video. And I'm like, a new Coffeezilla video, I gotta watch that, because I think he makes awesome content. And it's an interesting investigation, but he also brings more allegations than just a potential scam.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys couldn't tell by the thumbnail that was inspired by Turkey Tom, this gets kind of interesting. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Sinner of a scam, and I don't know if I should talk about it.
Some have been defrauded, others are associated, and most are plain embarrassed, but I don't want to get sued. I mean...
By the way, I love how Coffee does his green screens. Like, I wouldn't go as far as say, oh yeah, it's like Hollywood, but like, it's definitely above, it's above what your average, what your average YouTuber uses green screen for, including myself.
Loser creep Uncle Touchy.
Oh my god, Pidgey. We're starting off today strong.
What do you think I should do?
Here, have a drink. And maybe start at the beginning?
Thanks. It started 2 months
We're
ago.
less than a decade away from this being a reality. Robot bartenders.
They better make my goddamn drink right. That's all I'm saying.
I don't trust no fucking robo tin can motherfucker making my drinks.
Do I still have to tip them? I hope not. I better not.
Well, are we allowing them to live in their own homes? Are we charging them rent? Or are they property?
Ooh.
At what point is it
hibbity hoppity? Women are property.
Excuse you, we're not talking about women, we're talking about robots.
What if they're robotic women? Are they property then?
Well, Japan already has those.
That's why Japan's best country.
Thank God they raised their age of consent. Continue with the video, please, John.
Yeah. Other than that, they were the best country. Other than that, but now,
Okay,
but now they definitely are. Now they definitely are.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Coffeezilla.
I know who you are, and I've got something for you.
Tell me more.
Alright, well, this is for sure a lie. There's no way you look that cool.
Okay, maybe I exaggerated the setting a bit, but I did get a call.
This controller's
Hello?
not even on.
Coffeezilla.
Hashtag Coffeezilla fake gamer.
Fake gameplay.
Yeah.
Fake gameplay. You saw it here first, chat. That PlayStation controller is not turned on.
Yeah,
therefore
it was a
not
cutscene.
Sending input.
So well, first off, it was a cutscene he was watching, right? Other than movement, he could literally do nothing. So yeah.
Zilla, I've got a scam for you. It's called Revolt. Huge influencers, lies.
You know, you guys are talking about unionizing the name of this company's Revolt. I'm sensing a bad future for me in a little bit.
Uh-oh. John's in trouble.
Something, I swear to God, if the communists break down my door, I'm blaming Squatching.
People
Yeah, you
haven't been
would.
paid.
I will.
How much are we talking?
Not sure. Rumors 5 mil, and some of the merchandise still hasn't shipped. You interested?
Yeah, can I source you?
Nah, keep me anonymous on this one.
Now this sounds more like the coffee I know.
Yeah, you're missing the point. After getting this call and finishing my very important business, I started digging around, but the same word kept cropping up.
So you have heard of Revolt. Can I put this on the record?
No, keep it anonymous.
All right, this is great info, but how do you feel about going public?
Sorry, keep my name out of it.
Keep me anonymous, please.
Yeah, I can keep you anonymous.
So there's supposedly this clothing company, which, by the way, he gets into it later on. But the clothing company is partnered with the Misfits crew. Do you know who the Misfits are by chance, Squatchin?
They got into a controversy recently, last like few years, didn't they?
That I'm not too sure of, but like it features YouTubers like Swagger Souls. It's basically like, what was the group that I Am Alex was in?
Pokey. The Snaky Boys, the E-Boys.
E-Boys, yeah, it's basically that. If I'm to understand correctly, they kind of have like a content house thing with the Misfits. So it's like Swagger Souls and all of them make videos together and everything.
So this is not the group that hid the sexual assault and it blew up on Twitch or whatever?
No, that's OTK. That's OTK.
OTK, okay.
Anonymous, sure.
I was hitting a wall and I was getting
Oh
frustrated.
no, yeah. That's why I'm thinking that.
Yeah, Ms. Kiff was the content creator.
Little by
Watch
little,
any of
though,
them.
a picture emerged. Not fully on the record, not fully off. The voices of more than a dozen anonymous calls complaining about this one merch company, Revolt, run by a guy named Ryan Piacente.
Isn't he the guy who runs the Misfits?
Yeah, the YouTuber group. And believe me, they'll be involved later. The point is, I was hearing about this merch company, Revolt, and everyone said in 2019 through 2021, it was extremely successful, working with everyone. And of course, in exchange for this success, Revolt was happy to take a cut of each of these merch drops.
So yeah, it's one of the, because obviously, you know, bigger YouTubers don't partner with Teespring, because Teespring generally is a cheaper company to work with, you know, and plus designs are very generic for the most part. But, you know, people usually
But their
partner.
pants have pockets. Their
Very true.
sweatpants have pockets.
People usually partner up with something like Elvis the Alien's product line, or they partner something with Revolt right here, because their merch is supposed to be higher quality than something like Teespring's.
In fact, I obtained some of Revolt's sales numbers from 2021, showing how much only 5 of their drops made, 20 million in revenue. I mean, mind-blowing numbers. These creators, who I've hidden for privacy, made $12 million. Revolt, for their cut, should have made $4 million.
Now that is a mystery. How do you screw up such a business making so much money?
That's what I wanted to find out. Problem was, no one would go public.
And as we'll see later on in this video, a lot of creators got mad at what was going on with how Revolt was being run. But as you can see with Coffee's video here, apparently a lot of them decided not to speak on it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Which unfortunately, kinda, what's the word I'm looking for? Obviously, it makes Coffee's investigation more difficult, and obviously,
Yeah.
like for example, like I kind of have to take Coffeezilla at his word for this.
Yeah, their voice, them being public about it would bring more validity to the issue.
No, yeah,
But
exactly.
they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to fuck shit up on their end and have them in issues, so they're remaining anonymous.
No, yeah, because this is basically this is because, like I said, it gets worse later on. But my guess is the majority of the people who have complained are LA-based YouTubers. So, like, you know, your standard LA vlogger, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And with, I believe the Misfits are also located in LA. So, like, obviously, people are more so focused on their career than actually calling out scams.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have nothing, right? Rumors, innuendo, maybe. But if no one will talk...
No, that's the thing that kills me about this story. Most of the creators did talk. Employees talked. Everyone behind the scenes, they couldn't stop talking. This is why I'm struggling with this story. If it was just off the record, I'd kill it. If everyone was on the record...
It's an easy story.
Right, but it's neither. I'm in limbo.
Well, let's just get to what the accusations are then. Anonymously.
I was just getting to that. As I was saying, Revolt made huge profits, massive merch drops, but there was another side of things. Ryan Piacente had a spending problem. He took 6 private jet trips in a month, thousands of dollars every night on dinner. We have receipts for, by the way. They spent $25,000 a week to rent a mansion in LA.
That sounds reasonable, doesn't it, Squatchin? It sounds reasonable.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
There's a saying, I forget what it is. Like, if you have, like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have like a poor mindset, you're always going to be poor. And this dude's just like wasting money upon money with everything, and we'll soon see where allegedly a lot of his money goes.
Alrighty, so let's see what he's wasting his money on.
And they rented a Ferrari for $20,000 for a week. But the thing was, it wasn't...
Well, you guys, you have to understand, the Ferrari was important to the business trip. It was very important. They did it for the Vine.
really Ryan footing the bill. It was actually...
Revolt.
Right. Even as this company's raking in money, hand over fist, they were spending more than they could afford, which was brought up to Ryan as a problem.
So yeah, this is the Misfits podcast, by the way.
Why aren't you a millionaire?
Okay.
He spends money like a money. Yeah. Did you always spend money like an idiot?
Yeah, I've always spent money like a I mean, the thing with money is I like to be able to provide that experience to everybody. So a lot of the money that I spend is actually on other people for the most part, because I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's have fun.
And when you're running a business, that's a terrible mindset to have, obviously.
Yeah.
I've never run a private business before, but, you know, something...
No, because that would require you paying your employees.
Which we all know is never going to happen.
True.
Yikes. So they just spent it all? Is that it? Is that the scam?
No. You're getting ahead of me. Look, Mind topping me off?
Sure. If it'll get you to spill the beans. So what else?
Well, the spinning part was just the start of it. At this point, Ryan's plan was described to me by a source who knew him as Creator A does a drop. Ryan would then spend a large chunk of that on private jets, Nobu, Balenciaga, and then Creator B does a drop, but Creator A still owed money. And so Ryan pays Creator A with Creator B's money. A little Ponzi-ish, if you ask me. But the key here is that this works.
This
Very
is
Ponzi.
because he's not spending the money he's spending isn't his money. It's he's spending the company money.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like spending it on these lavish like hotels, cars, booze, as we'll soon find out as well. So he's not running the business properly whatsoever.
No.
As long as each merch drop is bigger than the last, you can keep paying for everything. But Revolt was starting to have issues. According to former employees, Revolt had terrible logistics experience, which is okay when you sell 400 units, but when you sell 40,000 in one day, that's a problem. Not only that, Revolt is starting to pull in bigger and bigger talent, and these influencers are demanding bigger and bigger minimum guarantees. Ryan agrees, but things aren't like before. Some of those merch drops underperform. Now Revolt owes money not just to minimum guarantees, but they also were counting on these new merch drops to pay their older clients. So they start delaying payments.
Here we go.
That's right. For the first time, creators, they start actually posting about their experiences. Not off the record, publicly.
Honestly, it's actually a really nice t-shirt, like in like a chill way.
Thank you. We're not going to talk about the company I made it with because they stole everything from me.
So, okay, like I get they're a bad company. Can you put me on their send list, please? Just like for everyone. I'll take all their merch.
Dude, I'm not sure anyone will ever make merch with them again after research.
So yeah, we like now we see creators are being pretty open with the fact that they're not getting any money whatsoever. Yeah. And these are like supposed to be like massive merch deals, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they only work for creators to have like a decent sized following, anywhere from like I think 500,000 to like 10 million subs, as we saw with the promotional material there. They partnered up with Mr.
Shit, they got Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Pidgey goes, listen, it's all business expenses. Multiple different private jets, the meetings, the Ferraris. He had to buy it. The Coke, he had to buy it. The Japanese hookers, he had to buy it.
Had to pay them, yeah.
And guys, if you want the Nerdy Live crew to experience hookers and blow, just become a member today.
Half the team is married. What are you on about?
Well, you can still enjoy the blow.
Happening. Big creators had started to talk about Revolt. Carl Jacobs said they're the worst people ever that just blatantly lie. Smosh founder Anthony Padilla says Revolt still hasn't paid me. It's been months.
So yeah, we have pretty like recognizable figures talking about their history with the company.
Now,
what is
I
this?
should say,
I at least have my website back. What, did they take his website or something?
So from what I'm understanding, what happens is Revolt makes you a website to sell your merch on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He says Revolt still hasn't paid me. It's been months. Now, I should say, for the record, that he eventually got his issue resolved. But underneath his post, another creator posted, Niachu, saying they haven't paid me either. Now, I called her, and for the first time in this case, I got a breakthrough.
Finally, someone willing to talk about what happened.
Let's go.
Not being a coward hiding behind the scenes.
I'm Nikki Niachu. I'm a Twitch streamer, and Revolt owes me $300,000.
Jesus Christ.
$300,000. That's
you know
not
how
even
many PC you could buy with that?
I know, right? Do you know how many nerdy members can become members with that?
300,000 of them, John, because it's only 99 cents.
Exactly. But no, seriously, like,
We'd have to think that over.
and I guarantee you, she's probably like the one they probably owe the least amount to. They probably owe creators somewhere between like $500,000 to $1 million with some of the deals, I bet.
Oh, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Also, folks, today, a bit random, but today Lacey Lou is joining us. Okay, she's wrapped up in a blanket.
Lacey Lou.
Yeah, she's wrapped up in a blanket
Head
because...
scratches for Lacey Lou, please.
Oh, yes, of course. There we go. Go, girls.
No. Puppy break.
That's so hard to hear. That's so unbelievable.
And it wasn't just her not getting paid. She explained that also people who ordered from her, some of them didn't even get their order.
After everything was shipped, first of all, a lot of people in Europe didn't get their merch. And I messaged them about it and they said, yeah, we'll look into it.
Well, that's just their fault for living in Europe. That's not Revolt's fault. Yeah, that's not Revolt's fault. But no, yeah, so, like, they're not delivering on merch. They're not paying the creator
That's
whatsoever.
fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Never did. A lot of my friends who bought merch.
And she sounds like she's from the UK, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you partner with a European creator. Who knows? Maybe they're based in LA now, but like, you partner with a European creator, they're probably going to have some type of a European fan base, and you're not going to ship to the Europeans.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Merch, never received it.
To this date,
yes,
these orders, which were in 2022,
yes,
have not been sent out or received.
Yes.
She's German.
Now, as bad as that sounds,
she's German.
Yeah.
As I looked closer, I realized this was common, really common. Delays, missing orders. Sometimes the order would just be wrong, like when they sent out a pin collection but forgot the pins. Now, because of this,
how do you do that?
She's got a brand deal with Rockstar Energy.
Ooh.
And this company has fucked her over and stolen her merch sales and not given her fan base their merch.
That's a big yikes for me, dog.
Very big yikes.
Yeah.
Be wrong, like when they
look at this.
Sent out a pin collection but forgot the pins.
How do you do that? They send the pin box that they're supposed to come in.
Now, because of this, an insider at Revolt told me that in December of 21, they had over 100,000 customer support tickets open for quality issues and items not being shipped. And that gets us to the good part.
In a world where common sense takes a backseat.
This part right here advertises Coffeezilla's Patreon, which if you want to go support him, go right ahead.
Okay. Where were we? Can I get another drink, actually?
Yeah, I'll pour you another one.
Thanks. Remember that insider document I showed you earlier?
Yeah, made me want to sell merch.
What I didn't tell you is that it was all part of a pitch deck for Mr. Beast. See, Ryan Piacente had met Jimmy, and he wanted to convince him to work with Revolt. So he creates this pitch deck. You've seen the other creator sales numbers, but there were also ideas for Mr. Beast in there, like NFTs you could redeem for merch. And there were also some financial projections.
NFTs that you could redeem for merch. That totally doesn't sound like a bad idea. A recipe for disaster whatsoever.
Oh, God, sweet mother of pearl.
Folks, you can't tell, but Squadron's making a face.
Oh, I think they can tell my faces by now.
On their first drop together, Revolt claimed Mr. Beast would make $4 million. Across 3 years, $50 million in annual profit.
There's no way.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe the team was delusional enough to think it was possible, though. So I asked. According to insiders at the company, they actually met Jimmy and started discussing minimum guarantees and how Revolt would 10x his merch business over the next 2 years. But check this out. This being impossible was openly discussed by the Revolt team.
Oh, no.
So they knew it was impossible, but they were still trying to sell Mr. Beast on it?
They were trying to scam Mr. Beast.
Scamming Mr. Beast. How they think they could get away with that, I'm not sure.
They knew?
Yeah. And this is where things go from bad to worse. So Mr. Beast gets this minimum guarantee deal to do his 100 million subscriber collection with Revolt, right? But Revolt doesn't sell like they claimed they would. It does revenue way below expected, meaning Revolt didn't hit their minimum guarantee.
So what do they do?
Well, this is where things dip into fraud, right? Our insider says, I assume this is when they decided to increase cost of goods, meaning Revolt charged Mr. Beast more for every item of clothing than he was actually paying for at the factory.
So they were upcharging him. They knew they couldn't make the money from the fans, but they would get it from Mr. Beast.
Pidgey is correct. Yeah, where is it? NFTs are seen as a war crime under Squatchianism.
under the idea of Squatchianism.
Yes.
All right.
That's a pretty huge accusation. Where's the evidence?
My question exactly. I got sent this.
What exactly am I looking at here?
What I just sent you is the pricing sheet from the Chinese factory, top left. You can see the invoice item says RVLT, meaning Revolt, MRB, Mr. Beast. There's unit order sizes and prices.
And what are these ink marks?
That's where changes were made. See, somebody wrote down next to the factory prices, new prices.
So, if you see right here, 930, that was the price that Mr. Beast was supposed to be charged for the production cost. But they're charging him $12.80 so that way they can skim a little money on the side.
Yeah.
Higher prices.
Did you talk
They're just
to Mr.
adding
Beast about-
$350 to each total.
Well, they're adding $350 so that way it doesn't look suspicious.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm sure, I'm sure Jimmy probably noticed because he works with money on the daily.
Now, is that per shirt?
It sounds like it's per shirt because
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that I'm surprised they thought they could get away with. And who knows, maybe they were doing this to other creators too, we just don't know yet.
Oh, guaranteed. If they're doing it to the big ones, they're doing it to the little ones too.
Mhm.
Just the little ones probably don't notice it as much.
Right, so they don't know to call it out.
Well, nobody would talk on the record, but I confirmed that Revolt charged higher prices to their team, like it says in ink. Revolt charged more per item than they were actually paying the Chinese factories, according to their own insiders.
Who else did this happen to?
That's the thing, we don't know. I asked around and the closest I got was an answer from a former employee. This person claims right as I was exiting the business, he started talking about that. The production manager said she could get the factories to write whatever she wanted on invoices.
That's suspicious.
Holy shit. Yeah, mildly.
So yeah, she can write down any price that she wants and then send it to the YouTuber in question.
So it's definitely possible this happened more. It's hard to say. What I do know is when the money ran out, it all fell apart.
What do you mean?
Well, the merch business has a lot of middlemen. People who create the shirts, warehouses, store it, fulfillment centers. The thing is, Ryan was running out of money for all of it.
He was charging creators extra and he was still running out of money because of his bad spending habits.
You think he's subscribed to he's a member of Now Recording with the Bad with Money role, or
you know, ironically, it'd probably be the first.
He fucking deserves it.
It'd probably be the first decent place where his money would go to somewhere good.
Actually, yeah.
He sends them the Bad with Money membership so that way Beavers can buy his own Lamborghini, Ferrari.
Exactly. Beavers deserves it.
What is this? Misfits merch company going under. Earlier this year, the Salvation.
Oh yeah, the Misfits group is dissolving, by the way.
Wait, seriously?
Oh yeah, they're dissolving. I'm not too sure like the real behind the scenes reason why, but you know, coinciding with this does not look good for them.
Salvation Army Arc Memphis received a donation of 100+ clothing items from Revolt Factory, the merch company. This ranges from Corpse Husband hoodies to Swagger Soul hoodies and other scuffed merch. With everything coming out about the Misfits quietly shutting down, it makes sense that they were selling and donating old stock.
So, if you didn't catch what happened there, it took them so long to ship out the hoodies that were meant to be shipped because, you know, people already paid for them. That eventually the holders of the merch were like, F this, we're just going to donate it. So now there's a homeless person with Swagger Souls and Corpse Husband hoodie roaming the streets. Roaming the streets of LA.
They donated it?
Basically, from what I heard, the storage fees weren't paid on time to the fulfillment center, so they donated people's clothing to get rid of it. So not only are people not getting their merch on time, some of it is literally randomly sitting on eBay because Revolt didn't pay their bills on time.
I assume you reached out to Ryan Piacente about all this though, right?
Yeah, multiple times. And we might have talked, but he ghosted me when the next wave of accusations came.
There's another layer to this?
Yeah, so keep in mind, guys, these are accusations. I trust Coffeezilla to do the best he can in terms of investigations when it comes to scams. But this next part is very serious, arguably more serious than your average scam controversy. So
Does he touch little boys, John? Just lay it out to us straight.
So please take these accusations with a grain of salt, and we need to await for further evidence.
I think it's time to go public about this. Wait, did you say there's more accusations?
I mean,
one day, this is a tweet.
And there it is.
One day I'll tell you my Ryan P. story.
the thing with money is I like to be able to provide that experience to everybody. So a lot of the money that I spend is actually on other people for the most part because I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's have fun.
You're a psychopath. Actually, or maybe a sociopath, whatever the difference is.
Operational sociopath.
You have, that is a character you have, though.
Accidentally clicked on a PK episode. One sec.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Come on.
Kicked in yet. He is...
Wait, why? One sec. 3, 5... There we go. My apologies.
Provide that experience to everybody. So a lot of the money that I spend is actually on other people for the most part because I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's have fun.
You're a psychopath. Actually, or maybe a sociopath, whatever the difference is.
Operational sociopath.
You have, that is a character you have, though.
Ryan P., the manager of Misfits, is a predator. Again, keep in mind these are accusations.
Welcome back to the $10 million studio. I was investigating what I thought was a case of financial fraud, but what happened next made it also a case of YouTube's own version of Harvey Weinstein. And I don't mean to...
And that's a big accusation. And
say
again,
that to
I
exaggerate.
hope that Coffeezilla knows what he's doing with this, and he shows testimony from people who claim that they've had interactions with him, but I don't know. Cross your T's, dot your I's, and maybe they should go to the police. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The severity of the accusations you're about to hear. I do say it to convey the seriousness, similarities, and signal that the following is disturbing. Now, if that sounds a little too graphic, I understand if you need to click off the video. We normally don't cover these types of allegations. However, I felt that given we found this halfway through the investigation, we couldn't ignore it. See, it all started last year when there was a serious allegation about Ryan Piacente being a predator. It was made by an insider at the Misfits, the YouTubers that Ryan managed, and this guy went by Peckett.
So yeah, he's part of the this guy right here is part of the Misfits content house group.
Allegations range from being coerced into inappropriate acts, witnessing Ryan perv on his employees in the shower, break into clients' phones to search for private photos, take advantage of men who he has given way too much alcohol and drugs, and a lot more. Now, when this accusation first came out, and at the start of me investigating, there wasn't much in the way of proof.
Yes.
Do you think he's on the flight logs that are about to be leaked next month?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm gonna make a bingo card for that.
A bingo list of potential YouTubers who are on the flight logs.
Yep.
The only thing verifiable was that Ryan encouraged others to get trashed, which we know because the Misfits themselves talked about it.
So funny compared to like now when that's just the norm. Like people get f***ed up all the time.
Yeah.
No, he's just the one encouraging everyone else to.
Yeah.
Now, besides
look at that
this
look he gives.
piece of evidence,
No, he's just the one encouraging everyone else to.
Yeah.
He's like, how much you gonna say? How much you gonna talk about it?
He's like, shut your mouth, you motherfucker.
Now, besides this piece of evidence, there wasn't much else in the way of corroborating evidence until October, when two more stories came out that had very similar stories to the original, and I knew we had to take them very seriously. In one story, a guy who was between 18 and 19 was told by Ryan, quote, he saw potential in me before being assaulted in the shower. The other guy was in their early 20s and tells a story.
This guy has a theme of showers. Look, I don't try to kink shame, but showers? Really?
Are you kidding?
Of how he was
We all
invited
pick
to a
one
party
flush, man. Don't deny it.
with the Misfits, a YouTuber group he liked. But in order to get in the house, he was forced to inhale a substance as a condition of entry. Later, extremely intoxicated, he was also assaulted by Ryan Piacente in the shower. Now, let me remind you that these all are allegations. But let me also tell you that 4 other people have come forward who know Ryan and corroborated his character. One person says, one day I'll tell my Ryan P story, but for now I'll just say this. This rabbit hole goes deep. This person has been abusing his power and money for years. The trail of victims that follow this man is staggering.
I don't really like how kind of vague that is.
Yeah.
And like, unfortunately, for a lot of this stuff, it's not really gonna have, obviously, with it being a content house though, like, no one's really gonna be like, no one's really gonna be like recording everything 24/7, so I doubt there's like an audio tape of Ryan being like, yes, I have done this to you, you know?
I mean, with what we know about content houses today, I think if you're in one, you should be recording everything for your own safety.
Oh, for sure, yeah. John out here really being an essay critic. Look, I'm covering my butt, okay? Because I'm not, like, I'm not going to believe these 100%. We've seen what happens when people 100% believe allegations. Slazo.
Yeah, it blows up in their faces.
Pyro.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm covering my butt. Thank you very much.
Another says, I've known Ryan since we were 16. He was always a weird, pervy dude from the start. Billy says, Ryan P has been a disgusting individual for years. Personally, I've seen him do very questionable things. Yet another says Ryan P is a master manipulator. I myself was manipulated by him for far too long.
Hey, yo, take off your pants. You know, I can make you a YouTube star.
Oh, God.
Honey, take off the pants. Get in the shower. Take off your pants.
But that's not all. That's just what's public. Behind the scenes, I began to receive much more. One guy told me Ryan offered to fly him out and give him $5,000 to cover work. He showed me receipts of this payment from Ryan.
Okay, so we know he's paying people.
Bruh.
So that's undeniable evidence right there.
He then told me I end up
To some people for whatever reason.
going, and it's all good for the first few hours, but when I went to the bathroom, he followed me, and without going into detail, assaulted me when I clearly was extremely uncomfortable. Now, this story specifically has a thread we're going to follow, because there's numerous allegations Ryan would use money to coerce people into situations they wouldn't otherwise do, like paying this guy $5,000 to come over for work. Or more commonly, he'd pay creators who were struggling for explicit photos of themselves. People sent me emails they'd get notifying them of Twitter DMs from Ryan asking for explicit photos, along with accompanying payments from Ryan. The reason I'm telling you about all this is not only that it demonstrates this behavior was happening and provides a financial paper trail, but some of it dovetails into fraud, because as I started asking for some of these financial...
He's using the Revolt money for booty pics.
For real, like what?
Even if it was consensual, that's still mishandling company funds.
Grossly mishandling company funds, like what?
Yeah.
Dudes
acting like
$5,000 to cop a feel in the bathroom? Like seriously?
dude. You can.
Oh, ask Ogie. Hookers are cheaper.
Yeah, no. For real, he could have like paid $5,000 for like an exotic hooker, and they would have let him do anything.
He could have got
wanted.
3 exotic hookers for $5K.
Apparently, he really likes the LA Twinks. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Financial documents, I found that Ryan would often not just pay people from personal accounts. He would use business accounts to pay for these things, specifically the Misfits business account. Remember, that's the beloved YouTuber group people supported through Patreon, merch, through a podcast. Turns out their company accounts were being used in part to pay for explicit.
So let's see here.
Oh, gee. No wonder.
$500. Wow. And again, $500, could get you a decent hooker. Wouldn't have to go after
That's
a creator.
$500 US.
You can go to Thailand and like get you like a whole house full of hookers. Some of them might be lady boys, but something tells me Ryan would like that.
Yep. Yep.
Photos of some of the fans of the show. I was shown these payments, and the question.
Whoa, wait.
Turns out their company accounts were being used in part to pay for explicit photos of some of the fans of the show.
Fans?
That's a pretty serious accusation. He's paying fans to send him nudes.
Is he making sure these people are of age?
We'll find out.
I was shown these payments, and the question is, why even do this? To write it off your taxes? No matter the reason.
Imagine your accountant. Like, listen, okay, if you don't want to pay taxes this year, you gotta send some money. Maybe get it some photos in exchange.
This is like some weird form of fraud. It's not the kind that I normally like to talk about. But who uses their business account for this? We also need to talk about what happened in April of 2016 as well, when Ryan asked a fan, can we get married? When she told him she was 16, he said, come back in 2 years, which would be when she was 18. But 1 year later, Ryan reached back out, saying this, quote, I retweeted your selfie. Do I get nudes? She
So a year later, she would be 17.
replies, that's illegal.
The age of consent
he says, quote,
in
don't worry.
Well, federally, you can't receive
Yeah.
nudes from anyone under the age of 18. And California's age of consent is 18.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Worry, I ain't no snitch. Now, I asked the person who gave me these if she thought he was joking at the time. She responded, no, I think it was legit because it happened a lot on Snapchat. And he fully tried to give me money to do it. Now, this once again corroborates the creepy behavior we've seen from Ryan Piacente in the past. So for those of you who have been counting, we now have 5 independent accusations, some anonymous, some fully on the record. We have multiple forms of evidence, firsthand accounts, DMs, payment processing receipts, and we have 4 independent character testimonies from people who claim to know Ryan. Now, as always, I've tried to reach out to Ryan to get his side of the story 7 times over 2 months and have gotten nothing in the way of an explanation.
Ryan's probably getting his lawyers ready.
The last I heard, he was spotted at an airport.
Do you think he's got enough money to pay for lawyers, John? Like, really?
He'll pour the money out somewhere.
Idea of his whereabouts since. Now, this investigation has been exhausting, honestly, both emotionally and just to carry all the details in my heads of all the accusations, the whistleblowers. So I imagine for you, it's been kind of confusing as well. So I want to summarize this piece so we don't miss anything. There's really 2 sides to the story. We have Revolt, the company, and Misfits, a YouTuber group. In one, Ryan is basically accused of running a Ponzi-type merch company where he spent too much money and needed bigger and bigger merch drops to pay off debts and minimum guarantees. When that didn't work, he resorted to faking invoices to creators like MrBeast to increase cost of goods, while being so bad at logistics that even when creators got paid, their fans received their merch late, the wrong merch, or no merch at all. And occasionally, creators' merch would just get donated to charity, so that's fun too. And that's just part 1. Then you have the Misfits, where Ryan used his proximity to fame and money to abuse a series of guys and girls through a pattern of grooming, intoxication, and then assault, usually involving a shower somewhere. The damage this man has done is hard to calculate because it's not just a financial number on a spreadsheet. People have stopped creating content because of Ryan. Others have had mental health breakdowns, and it's past time we warn people about him so no one else gets hurt.
So yeah, that's the investigation. I expect there to be a part 2 if Ryan responds or if Coffee uncovers even harder evidence against him.
Yeah.
Well, Squatchin, on a scale of
Can-
1 to
can
10...
we-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how screwed do you think Ryan is?
I believe he deserves a spot on Team Child Protectors next time Tyrone does the Hunger Games.
Oh my god. And what were you going to say beforehand?
Can we cover something fun now?
Squatchin, I think you're asking a bit too much. Squatchin.
Damn it. Please.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's tipster stuff, but...
Okay, let's make fun of Tipster. I like making fun of Tipster. Hipster merch available in my Stream Elements store, by the way. Get yours today.
Yeah, plug. And unlike the Misfits, you'll get the merch on time.
Yes, because it's all done through Stream Elements. I don't touch any of it.
Exactly, so Squatchin is blameless.
True.
Speaking of Squatchin, are you going to be streaming later?
I am, and I'm about to put in the chat a poll. I hope it's still the poll. Yes. I need a break from Baldur's Gate. And chat gets to decide between 2 games.
Ooh.
We have Dragon Age. And we have Fable. Have you played either, John?
I played Dragon Age.
Good.
Specifically
You haven't
Dragon
played
Age
Fable?
Origins. I haven't played Fable.
Ah, perfect. That's,
Was an Xbox
that's
kid.
fine.
What can I say?
I suppose. Wait, you were an Xbox kid?
I wasn't.
Oh, you wasn't. Okay.
Well, folks,
That makes sense.
with that being said, if you're in the same position as Ryan, don't scam your fans. Don't coerce people. All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now this is Nerdy John signing out, and make sure you go watch Squatchin's stream.
Yes.
And if you